Hello, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Anderson. I wanted to share with you one of my favorite new books titled Never Too Young, about 50 unstoppable kids who made a difference. This book was written by Eileen Weintraub and illustrated by Laura Horton. In this book, there are short biographies of 50 children from around the world in different time periods that have made huge impacts on our world today. I want to share a child with you each day, and today we will begin with Malala Yousafzai. Here is the illustration of Malala in the book. She was born in 1997. The quote they feature with her illustration is, "You must not treat others with cruelty. You must fight others, but through peace and through dialogue and through education." I'd like to read you the short biography about Malala in this book. Malala Yousafzai, activist for girls' rights and education. As a young girl, Malala Yousafzai had a peaceful life growing up in the Swat Valley of Pakistan. That all changed in 2007 when a group called the Taliban took over the region. The Taliban changed the laws and told girls they were no longer allowed to attend school. Malala had dreams of one day becoming a doctor, a teacher, or a politician. She knew that an education could secure her future, and she wasn't about to let anyone take that right away from her. When Malala was 11, she spoke out about this injustice for the first time in public. A year later, with her father's support, she began writing a blog called Diary of a Pakistani Schoolgirl for the BBC, an international news organization. People around the world began paying attention to her story. Once the Pakistani government regained control of the region, Malala was finally allowed to go back to school, but the Taliban were still causing problems. They threatened to kill Malala if she didn't stop opposing them. One day, members of the Taliban boarded Malala's school bus and shot her in the head. Malala survived, miraculously, and moved to England to have multiple surgeries. 6 months later, she began attending school there. Getting shot only made Malala more passionate about her cause. She gave a speech in front of the United Nations about the need for girls around the world to receive an education. In her speech, she explained that she didn't want revenge for what had happened to her. All she wanted was peace and equal opportunities for all people. In 2014, at age 16, Malala became the youngest person ever to win the Nobel Peace Prize. She wrote a book about her experiences titled I Am Malala, and today she continues to advocate for girls to go to school. Her work has become so important that the United Nations recently named July 12th, Malala's birthday, World Malala Day. This is a day to spread awareness about the educational rights of girls everywhere. I found some favorite quotes of Malala I'd like to share with you. The first one, some of you who are in my classes will recognize the second half of this quote from my classroom door. "Let us pick up our books and our pens," I said. "They are our most powerful weapons. One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world." Another quote I like from Malala is, "I used to think I had to wait to be an adult to lead, but I've learned that even a child's voice can be heard around the world. And finally, this is a favorite because Mrs. Anderson can be a little outspoken. I raise my voice not so that I can shout, but so that those without a voice can be heard. If you want to learn more about Malala, I've gathered some resources for you. The first one is a YouTube link to the biography of Malala on biography.com. It tells a little more about the events that we read in this book. Another link is to actually go to biography.com and read about the activist Malala Yousafzai. There are also many of her quotes included on this site. If you want more information about the children's picture book Malala wrote, titled Malala's Magic Pencil, you can see her discuss it at this YouTube site. If you want to actually hear the book read aloud, I don't own it, but you can listen on this YouTube site. I will include all of these resources in the comments of the video so that you can check them out for yourself. I hope you enjoyed learning about Malala, and I look forward to sharing another amazing child with you tomorrow. Students, you're never too young to change the world.